Hello everybody, this is GamerGar. Welcome to a Stardew Valley update regarding the 1.5 mobile announcement that Concerned Ape tweeted just yesterday. Here is the tweet. The tweet says that he just wants to reassure everyone that he's still committed to seeing the 1.5 update released this month. The mobile porting team is working very hard to make this happen, and he's going to let us know as soon as possible if there's going to be a release date or any other information. This is fantastic news. So the purposes of this video, for all you excited mobile players, I am going to bring to you the updates and a lot of the quality of life improvements that this 1.5 update is going to bring to your mobile devices. We're going to talk about Ginger Island, we're going to talk about the special orders quests, we're going to talk about furniture, we are going to talk about so many things. So let's jump into the video and let's have some fun. Before we jump into the video, if you can just hit that subscribe button, let's grow the GamerGar channel together. If you love Stardew Valley content, you're going to absolutely love this channel, especially when the 1.5 hits in the next couple of weeks. This channel will be a goldmine of information for you to fully enjoy the 1.5 update. The first thing we're going to talk about is how to get to Ginger Island. The first thing you have to do is either complete the community center or complete the Georgia bundles via the Georgia route. Once that is done, the next day you'll receive a letter from Willie to say that he unlocked the back room of the shop and he wants us to swing by to check out something that he wants to show us. So we will absolutely do that. We'll go straight down to Willie's, go into his shop and just go through the back door there. As you can see, this will activate a cutscene and Willie will tell you he needs materials to fix his boat. So you need 5 battery packs, 5 iridium bars and 200 hardwood, and that is the requirement material wise to get into Ginger Island. So the boat will be repaired overnight. Just come back the next day, pay 1000 gold for the ticket, and Willie will bring you over to Ginger Island where your adventure can begin. Ginger Island is an absolutely amazing place. It is huge and there is so much to do on the island. I'm going to bring you through some of the highlights just to show you what you can do here. So when you first arrive on Ginger Island, you get introduced to the beach area and you'll notice an NPC up in the corner there that you will become quite familiar with as your journey progresses through Ginger Island. That NPC has quite the interesting story. The first thing you're going to notice when you arrive here is that you don't have a whole lot of freedom. That can quickly be remedied through the use of a golden walnut. The more golden walnuts you collect, the more areas you can unlock around the island, which means the more you can do. These golden walnuts are hidden all over the place. There's over 100 golden walnuts that you can actually find. It can be quite challenging, so if you are looking for a guide to locate all of the golden walnuts, just check out my golden walnut guide where I show you how to receive every single one. One of the main highlights of Ginger Island is the volcano dungeon. It is a gauntlet consisting of 10 floors that you can do every single day, and each day it will have new treasures waiting for you, but also new dangers. The volcano dungeon is home to some of the most ferocious monsters in the game, including lava lurks, magma sprites, magma sparkers and tiger slimes, and some other nasties as well, just waiting to pounce on you. But it is worth the challenge because not only will you get golden walnuts inside the volcano, you will also get access to extremely powerful weapons such as dwarvish and dragon tooth weapons, which are extremely powerful. You will more than likely get the dragon tooth weapons towards the end of the gauntlet, especially when you get to floor number 9. You have what's called an elite chest that will give you much better loot than the previous chests. When you make it to floor 10, you will get a prismatic shard. That is an absolute guarantee, but more importantly, you will get access to a machine called the Forge. This machine can be used to forge weapons into new, stronger variants of themselves. Take for example the Galaxy Sword. We can give that 3 Galaxy Souls and we can forge that into an infinity weapon, which is one of the strongest weapons in the game. Not only that, but you can further upgrade its stats by giving it rubies, aquamarines, diamonds, etc. You can even enchant the weapon by giving it a prismatic shard. So you can do a whole lot with the Forge. You can also put rings into the Forge and merge 2 rings together, but you cannot merge 2 of the same ring, just so you know. But because you have 2 ring slots in your inventory, you can play around with combinations. Another main highlight is the farm you get on Ginger Island. You get a very big farm, and this basically works the exact same way as a greenhouse, where you're not harassed by crows. You can grow whatever you want on this farm regardless of the season, What you see here is a huge farm of ancient fruit. But if ancient fruit doesn't tickle your fancy, you can put anything you want on this farm. Watch me as I blow up all my ancient fruit because I want to try something different. This farm makes it extremely easy to get achievements in the game, such as ship 15 of each crop or ship 1 of every item. You also get a beautiful house, and if you just take a look at the inside here, it is quite spacious for you to put lovely processing machines in or decorate it to your heart's content. You even get a fridge and a cooker. The more golden walnuts you get, the more the magical parts will do for you, and they will upgrade various places around the map and unlock zones for you. There's also interesting NPCs to locate, such as the frog there, who can give you great rewards. You also have the Ginger Island Trader that can give you quite the potency of items, of course, if you trade in what it wants. It also gives you really cool decorations. And we also have Professor Snail, who will send you on an artifact hunt. The more artifacts you give him, the better the rewards. He will even give you an ostrich egg, so you can have an ostrich farm if you wish. There's also cool magical mermaids and pirates to be found on Ginger Island, and the list just goes on. This island is packed full of puzzles and challenges just waiting to be explored, waiting to be conquered. Let's take a look at the gem birds. They only appear on rainy days, and the combination is different for every single file, but what you have to try to do here is match the gem to the pedestal. So that was the east gem bird that goes into the east pedestal. Can you figure it out? If not, check out my golden walnut guide. Here is another challenge where you just give this lovely gorilla a banana. He will eat that and give you a really cool reward. So there's loads of little obscure challenges too that you might not come across straight away or you might not notice. We also have the more challenging of challenges. We have the cursed pylon challenge, which for some people is extremely easy, but for people like myself where I don't have a great memory, it is extremely difficult and frustrating. It's definitely one of the harder challenges in my opinion. Ginger Island offers an additional cozy layer of play, but at the same time it will dish out the challenges and the danger if you're not prepared. Is Ginger Island a good DLC? Absolutely. Last but certainly not least, we have the secret walnut door. What is behind this door? Extremely potent items await you. Let's talk about other additions that the 1.5 will bring. It's not just all about Ginger Island, of course. It will add a whole new farm type, which is the beach farm. Good foraging and fishing and tons of open space. Sometimes supply crates will even wash up on the shore, however, you can't use sprinklers. You will also get to customize your farms even more. You can choose between normal and remixed community center bundles to up the challenge for yourself. You can even choose remixed mine rewards if you want to get different items in the chests. You can even spawn monsters on your farm regardless of farm type, and if you want to make it super challenging, you can even change the profit margins for your playthrough. You can even put in a seed number here which can guarantee certain events to happen during certain days, which could totally change up the game style for you, making it super fun to play on. If I had to guess, my hunch would be that this update will come out before Christmas to give everyone a great surprise. The fun doesn't even stop there. 1.5 brings a whole lot more to the table, not just farm types and Ginger Island, it also adds to the base game. Let's look at the special orders quest. This will activate in fall, and every week it will give you an option between 2 quests that you can choose between. Let's go with the cave patrol this time. And more than likely, upon completion of a quest, an NPC not only will reward you with friendship points and money, they will also give you a recipe that you can make that will make life much easier for you on the farm. Clint, for example, will give you a geode crusher recipe. You can make as many geode crushers as you wish. It works the exact same way as Clint breaking open geodes. The only difference is, instead of spending money to break open geodes, you have to spend 1 coal instead, and there is a little bit of a timer before you can get your lovely artifact or mineral back. Next up we have, of course, the overpowered fiber seed. For all you mobile players out there, let me know in the comments how many of you struggled with fiber. Well, your struggles are now over, my friends, because when 1.5 comes out, you can do a special orders quest for Linus, and he will give you a fiber seed. These beautiful seeds grow in winter. You don't even need to water them. 1 fiber seed will give you back so much fiber. If you make hundreds of fiber seeds, you will get back thousands of fiber. We also have the lovely deconstructors that will We also have the lovely deconstructors that will decompose any item you put into it. It will give you back raw materials. These are super handy if you have an over excessive amount of items that you don't need. You can just put them into your deconstructors and you can get back raw materials again. It is one of the most overpowered items in the game. Deconstructor is just so good, and you can get those from Key Secret Walnut Room. You also have the fabulous Junimo chest. Junimo chest is basically a link between one Junimo chest to another. This means whatever you put into one Junimo chest will appear in the other. This makes it super handy to put a few of these around the map and put useful items in them, such as utility tools or weapons in case you run into the caves, or you want to do some fishing, or even if you want to do some farming or you need some speed grow, etc. You've got 9 beautiful slots that you can utilize. We also have the cookout kit, which is a super handy item that allows you to cook on the go. I just fished up a white algae there. What can I make with white algae? Why, I can make the pale broth, of course. This is a marvellous item that you can make on the go. Not only does it give you a lot of energy, but it gives you a decent bit of health back too. And white algae is very common, especially from fishing and from slaying monsters. Let's talk about some of the cool hats you can get in 1.5. We have the Dark Cowboy hat, Deluxe Pirate hat, Forager's hat. We've got the goggles, the golden helmet, Mr. Key's hat, the pink bow, the secret key mask, the radioactive goggles, star helmet, the sunglasses, the swashbuckler hat, the tiger hat, the warrior helmet, and of course, the secret question mark hat. That looks like Concerned Ape. How many of you have went to the Stardew Valley Fair, put your best items into the Grange display, but only to forget them because there was so many other fun activities you can do? For example, do the strength level test. You can even do other really cool mini games here, such as the slingshot mini game. It's just so addictive, especially if you get good at it. You can also spin the wheel for days. Go for green, of course. 75% of the chance it's always green. You can even do some fishing to get more star tokens. And you can even head up and eat as many survival burgers as you wish. But oh no, we left all our prismatic shards back at the Grange display. What do we do? Can we get those items back? Yes, you can with the 1.5 update. A new feature has now been implemented for you lovely mobile players, where you can go to Mayor Lewis's house and you can go to his lovely lost and found box, and you can very easily get your items back free of charge. So your items will no longer become lost. Look at all our lovely prismatic shards. Thank Yoba for this lovely blessing. Or I suppose we should thank Concerned Ape and his team for finally bringing this 1.5 update to the mobile versions. Of course, we do not have it yet. However, we should have it within the next couple of weeks. Another fabulous quality of life update will be the ability to finally sit on your chairs and benches. Yes, you will be able to sit down on your chairs in style and enjoy the comfort of your house. But more importantly, you'll be able to do this. Jump on your chair and glitch yourself into the secret woods. On day number 1, no problem at all. Forageables and lovely resources lay ahead for you. Of course, you can get in here if you have a steel axe, but sometimes it can take people a very long time to get a steel axe, so you can't access that zone straight away. Another great quality of life update will be the ability to put down sprinklers inside your slime hutches, so that your sprinklers will water the troughs automatically. That means you don't have to risk your life to keep your lovely slimes alive anymore. You can just come in, collect all the loot, leave, give it a few weeks, rinse and repeat to your heart's content. Another fabulous quality of life update will allow you to be more sociable. You can now speak to NPCs while riding your trusty companion horse around Stardew Valley and of course around Ginger Island. This will come in super handy for friendship points with the NPCs and of course handing in quests. Another quality of life update will allow you to get back the original mineral that was put into a crystallarium when you want to take it up off the ground and put it somewhere else. This will save you a ton of resources. Another quality of life update will allow you to check the community center tabs via your chests. This is a great way to see what you have and what you need for the community center tabs. This will save you an absolute ton of time in the game from going to the community center and back to your farm. It will also save you a ton of time in real life. Not only that, but higher quality items can now be substituted for lower quality items. Let's take the wild horseradish and the daffodil. They were iridium tear and we were able to use those no problem to complete a foraging bundle here for spring wild seeds. We will also get access to new decorations such as the decorative trash can that can be fished up from the fountain just above Pierre's place. What can we do with the decorative trash can? Well, we can place it inside or outside the farm and all around Stardew Valley. Let's place it outside Pam's house just to make Stardew Valley look that little bit nicer. We can also fish up some other really cool decorations. For example, with a fishing skill of plus 15, so that means you need a max fishing skill and a plus 5 with a food buff. You can get the lovely Iridium Crobus, which is one of the coolest decorations, in my opinion of course, one of the coolest decorations in the game. And there we have it. That is just some of the juicy updates for you that this 1.5 update is going to bring. It will of course bring a lot more than that. I have just covered some of the highlights, some of the juicy bits, but there is a lot in the 1.5 update. There's a lot of content, there's a lot of decorations, a lot of hairstyles, there's so many things. You couldn't possibly cover them all in one video. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as per usual, I will upload the next Stardew Valley video in the next couple of days. I hope you are as excited as I am for this 1.5 update, and let's cross our fingers that we get this update sooner rather than later. But we should absolutely have it this month, as per the Concerned Ape tweet. I'll see you all in the next video.